Admiral Sarah Chun stared at the holographic display floating before her command chair, watching the last transmission from New Eden Colony dissolve into static. 27 million souls, gone in the span of 14 minutes. The Zarathi had struck without warning, their crystalline ships descending from hyperspace like harbingers of annihilation. "Ma'am!" Lieutenant Rodriguez's voice cracked as he turned from his station. "Long-range sensors confirm it. New Eden is nothing but debris now." The bridge of the UES Prometheus fell silent except for the steady hum of life support systems. Chun closed her eyes, remembering her daughter Maria's excited messages from New Eden just 3 days ago. The young botanist had been so proud of the hybrid wheat they'd developed, crops that could feed millions across the frontier worlds. Now Maria was dust scattered among the stars. "Send the activation codes," Chun said quietly, her voice carrying the weight of a species pushed too far. "All fleets. Full mobilization." The communications officer hesitated. "Admiral, that's every warship we have. 700,000 vessels across 900 systems." "I know exactly what it is, Commander." Chen's eyes opened, steel gray and unforgiving. "The Zarathi wanted to send us a message. Now we'll send them one." Within hours, the greatest armada in human history began converging from across the galaxy. From the shipyards of Mars came the massive dreadnoughts, their hulls bristling with quantum torpedoes. The stealth fleets of Alpha Centauri emerged from dark space like phantoms, their adaptive camouflage rippling. The carrier groups from the Tau Ceti system launched waves of AI-guided fighters that moved like schools of metallic fish through the void. Dr. James Hawthorne, head of xenobiology research, had spent 15 years studying the Zarathi. His warnings about their expansion had been dismissed by the colonial Senate as fear-mongering. Now he stood before the War Council, his hands shaking as he pulled up holographic displays of Zarathi anatomy. "They're not just hostile," he explained to the assembled admirals. "They're incapable of coexistence. Their neural structure literally cannot process the concept of shared resources. To them, we're not enemies. We're parasites consuming what rightfully belongs to their kind." Admiral Chun nodded grimly. "Then there's no negotiating with them. No diplomacy. No mercy." The Zarathi had underestimated humanity's reach. For 3 centuries, humans had spread across the galaxy like seeds on cosmic winds, establishing colonies, research stations, and military outposts on thousands of worlds. What the crystalline aliens saw as scattered prey was actually a vast network of industrial might and strategic positioning. Captain Lisa Park commanded a destroyer squadron that had been patrolling the outer rim when the call came. Her ships were small, fast, and packed with experimental weapons that bent spacetime itself. As her fleet joined the growing armada, she watched the tactical display with professional admiration. Humanity had turned its greatest weakness, their scattered nature, into their ultimate strength. "Look at this," her tactical officer whispered in awe. 700,000 ships, and they're all talking to each other. The quantum communication grid is handling data transfers that should be impossible. The Zarathi had destroyed one world, but in doing so, they had awakened something far more dangerous than they could comprehend. Humanity didn't just build ships, they built civilizations. They didn't just expand, they adapted, evolved, and endured. As the massive fleet prepared to jump to hyperspace, Admiral Chun received a priority message from Earth. The families of New Eden's victims had sent a simple request: bring them home. Not their bodies, those were lost forever, but their memory, their dreams, their right to exist in a universe that had room for wonder and hope. "All ships," Chun broadcast across 700,000 vessels. "This is Admiral Chun. We go not as conquerors, but as guardians. We carry with us the voices of New Eden, and we will ensure they are never silenced again." The stars themselves seemed to hold their breath as humanity's greatest armada vanished into hyperspace, carrying with them the fury of a species that had finally learned the true cost of peace.